Finish off with some cardio. You mean again? Do more cardio? Okay, cheers. Thanks, mate. Appreciate the support. Never enough cardio. This is so light. Like, what am I doing? Am I lifting or am I just a bitch? I know that you guys will never say I'm a bitch. I appreciate your support. I know you would never call me such a thing. Get that blood flow through the legs? Jesus Christ, man. My legs are about to... Just ran for an hour barefoot. Then did squats, which was what, like 6 sets. And now we're doing single leg press. Yeah. It's 4:45 here, mate, so it's not 6 p.m. So that means most people still at work. And it gets packed out, let me guarantee you, man. It gets packed the freak out. But our gym's popular. In comparison to Australia, no. It's still, I mean, in most of Asia, I think bodybuilding is a relatively new thing, which is becoming more and more trendy. But I've been told that in only like the last sort of 7 or so years, there's actually quite a lot of gyms in Taiwan. But apparently in like, last 5 years, they have like blown up like everywhere. So it's becoming a lot more popular. Tiago, thank you so much for the follow, legend. Really appreciate that, man. It means a lot to me. Welcome to the family. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, it's sort of funny, just the different cultures and stuff. Like, for example, like in Korea, it's like just crazy. Like they've become such fitness freaks. And here, it's one of these cultural things. Like, different places in Asia, they sort of, like just like in Western countries, beauty has its different levels of beauty. And what people think is beautiful. And the thing is that in a place like Taiwan, it's still pretty common for a person to be seen as cute is kind of the beautiful thing. So let's say the girls are quite girly and often like having almost like a little bit of like baby fat kind of look is good. So it's not necessarily super defined, like seeing the definition of each muscle and being highly toned. It's more like if you kind of look, if you think about like anime girls and stuff, they're not like, they don't have separation in the muscles and stuff. They're just like very, more girly kind of look. So, and then with the guys, again, it's not about being like jacked. It's not about being buff. It's just sort of, just kind of being like healthy, just kind of like a person who's looking after their health, but not going, making it a profession. But then you have a place like Korea, and being buff and jacked is definitely, well, it's kind of, Korea has the extremes, because then you have like a BTS and stuff, which is like super feminine like aspects, but you can also have like just fully jacked buff dudes, and that's also considered cool. But it's very rare to see it here. And they love their drugs. I mean, they're freaking roiding up like nothing else over there. But then again, beauty standards again are different there. Like, they love plastic surgery. Korea has the highest plastic surgery rates in the world. It's like a standard thing that for their 18th birthday, it's very common for Koreans to get plastic surgery as their birthday gift. Whilst it's not as common here. Plastic surgery here is nowhere near as common. They go for a lot more natural look in Taiwan. So it's interesting. It's just like different cultures, different sort of goals. Actually, I wonder, it feels good. It feels good, doesn't it, Sloppy? And you know the best part, mate? The more you stick to it, the better this becomes. You feel better about yourself. The less you care about other people's opinions. It's sick, dude. How would you rate it with Hong Kong, Brojo? Welcome in, by the way, man. Mate, I was falling asleep. I saw you did it. We're doing a study stream. I didn't want to interrupt your studying as well. It was going to interrupt my sleep. But I'm very happy to see that you're still grinding away, man. It's a mix. So the thing is, with Hong Kong, like, I've known some Hong Kongese girls. I've interacted with quite a few Hong Kongese girls back in the day when I was a single boy. And generally I found myself hanging out with or interacting with pretty wealthy Hong Kongese girls coming from like pretty successful families financially wise. And they were definitely decking themselves out in like their most expensive gear and things. But I didn't really notice like really plastic surgery as much. I'm sure it is a thing. There's no doubt about it. And maybe the girls I was hanging out with are still not quite of that age. I mean, they're like, when I was single back then, I was like 20s and they were 20s, so they're not quite. Maybe plastic surgery kicking in even more so as you approach your 30s or something. Oh no, not really plastic surgery, more so OF. It's either. So what's OF? I usually think of OF as OnlyFans. That's not my fault, that's chat's fault for making me think OF means OnlyFans. Too buff and fat or too thin? Right. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's... I mean, the thing I've always found interesting is I've trained in America, I've trained in Australia, I've trained in Asia, I've trained in Europe, and without a doubt, still, from all my experience, I'd still confidently say that 70% of gyms are made up of men. As in, like, it's so interesting that, like, we're aware that, like, beauty standards and stuff for girls are generally more extreme. I mean, it's kind of changing these days, but it has been for a long time that beauty standards were a lot more intense on women. Yet when it comes to the gym culture, it's still just the vast majority are men. And girls kind of seem to be a lot more interested in joining group classes which aren't as involved with like lifting weights and more kind of like HIIT style or maybe a bit more CrossFit style training. maybe 50-50 to even more women. Wow, dude, that's crazy. I have never, ever, and I have trained, I would predict around 40 gyms. Probably about 40 gyms I've been signed up to over the years. I've moved around quite a bit. And I've never been to a gym where I'd say it's even remotely near a quarter women. Everyone and the dogs gyms. Interesting, man. I mean, it's great. It's good. I would hope. I think it will only get better, just because I think bodybuilding has moved from that sort of concept of like you're only doing bodybuilding if you want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, and girls were always afraid that they're going to get too jacked. To now, it's kind of understood that like girls can lift weights and get phenomenal aesthetics physiques without come across as that masculine, overly buff build. It's 5 a.m. Yeah, mate. Wakey, wakey. Colby, wakey, wakey. It's grind-a-rooney time. No time like the present to win, mate. You said you want to be a Hollywood scriptwriter. The moment you're not doing it, someone else is. There's Spoachies out there who grind fucking harder than you, man. X. X. F. A. Die. Fuck's sake. Kind of leg machine, so would you say that you're is your gym like got like classes? Does it do classes? Is it got those kind of options? I'm lost on what I want to do again. That's all right, mate. You're young, and that happens to the best of us, man. Don't beat yourself up about it. But I would say this, Colby. Do something. Do fucking something, man, because this is the fun part, Colby. Most people do nothing. Most people are like you. They're lost. They don't really have much of a purpose. They're kind of just floating. They're swiping, scrolling, and doing nothing. So at least if you're doing something, man, there's no loss there. Ah, day sitting as well? Okay, good God, mate. That's an establishment right there. Good, Colby. I respect that you're aware of that, man. It's very important. I've known many people who are just like, I want to do this. I want to be that in life. I said, fantastic. What have you done for it? Huh? What? Do something? I'm just hoping that it works out. I'm hoping something happens. Oh, Jesus. See? Now, if the book The Secret taught me anything, I wish for raids from awesome, amazing, sexy streamers. Come on, Secret Book, work in my favor. Work in my... Oh my god. Level? The Secret. The Secret. I knew it. Positive reinforcement, thinking my Bobby. Every time it... Damn it. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit more searching. North. You remembered, I did, but only when I saw your beautiful name. I again was like, I panicked. Okay, we'll get there. I'll just go to North Korea and get the film from them. Don't you try and block me on screen. Hey, I'm over here. Hey, don't squish me. Hey. Leave me. Don't get me hidden. Yeah, exactly. Jay, what's going on, legend? Ollie, my nipples fell off. What should I do? Obviously, keep an eye out for Spoach merch. Soon on, Spoachie nipple pasties. Stick them on, and you too can have Spoachie nipples. Oh, that makes sense. I just thought you had some... Oh. Smoke time? Pre-order? Well, I wasn't planning on selling vapes or opioids or something, but you're welcome to hang out and we'll see who sponsors this. You'll be amazed what kind of sponsorship deals I'm willing to go to. Jim. Self-edged dad? Hi. Lady Stellar, what's going on, legend? I put them up on my rub them. Good luck and little Sell Veg Dad. Cute. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Yo, everyone, welcome in. Hey, guess what? Every new person here, one of us. Everyone, sing it together. Sing. Guys, as you can see, I'm currently in the gym. We went for a lovely run. We missed it. I was actually doing It was just phenomenal. You guys, you should have rated it. Spoachie topless, barefoot, running out in the park. I was just gallivanting, pecs bouncing, feet flopping, schlong waving in the wind, because I needed money. Anyway, if you follow, you may see that again. I might be running tomorrow, the following days. So yeah, you never know when you get lucky on my stream. Yeah, that's pretty common, mate. It's pretty common, Jay. Don't worry, mate. Everyone gets very concerned about the topics of conversation on my stream, but also sparks a bit of curiosity and excitement. Level, talk to me, baby. What were we up to today? What was the go? Bondi. So right now, by the way, this is currently happening in less than a week. I could be in Australia, people. No guarantee. No. I'm waiting on a visa situation. It's all complex. It's very painful. Trust me, I don't enjoy it. But I could be in Australia within a week. We could be going to the outback of Australia, playing with some pet kangaroos. That's right, I have baby kangaroos. Let me show you my farm. This is happening live on my farm. Hold on. What do we have? I don't know if you can see this. Can you see it? There's a baby kangaroo. Yeah, Kangaroo Sanctuary is live and well on my farm. I may head back to my farm to go and play with some baby kangaroos. That could be happening in about a week. Don't miss out, !mark Discord. I'll let you know when that happens. Then after that, maybe heading on to the Philippines a week or so later. To the Philippines, we'll be exploring some of the beautiful islands of the Philippines. And then I'll return back to Taiwan. So fun times ahead. Do you have a kangaroo farm? I sure do, mate. Okay. I'm just gonna lift a weight. Believe it or not, I sometimes move weights up and down. Let me just do this. Let me just do this. You guys talk amongst yourselves. You're just Libra's like he's like, did you smile? Did you at least like, you making moves? Quit making moves, Libra. I'm pretty sure you have a partner. What are kangaroos like? Depends. The bigger they get, the scarier they are. We get what's referred to as the big red on my farm. So that's like, what is going on in this gym? Does it feel like a fucking rave party and war zone at the same time? There's like noise ass vacuum cleaners, rave music. Good lord. We get the big red kangaroo, which is the jacked one. Kangaroo jackpot. Yeah, they're beasts. It's just too easy. Not so easy, too easy. Yeah, so for you guys who don't know, we have a kangaroo sanctuary. So if a mama kangaroo gets run over and it turns out that they have a baby in the pouch, they get sent to a rehabilitation place where they help make sure that their limbs aren't broken and whatnot. And when they're good, they need to sort of be reintegrated into the wild when they're ready. So they come to our farm where we bottle feed them, look after them. This is a new thing, by the way. And when they're ready, we release them. So anyway, let's get some bets going. Let's get some tips going on the kangaroo fights. Spoachie, for 100 gifted subs, we'll hop in the ring with one kangaroo. And for 200 subs, 2 kangaroos versus Spoachie. Oh my god, this is going to be the most epic sanctuary ever. So your family runs one? Yeah, well, my family owns farmland in the middle of Australia. Like, we're a very remote region. We have a 10,000 acre farm, which used to run livestock, now no longer, because the drought destroyed us. And so now we kind of run like conservation stuff. Rare plant species, tree species, whatnot. And now we're doing some like animal conservation, like these kangaroos. Ranch, thank you, Yogi. That is true. It's a ranch. Hold on, let me. Okay, Selvi, how much sawdust do you think you could mix into a batch of Rice Krispies before people start to notice? Asking for a friend. Interesting. I reckon it could go. You could go pretty far. I feel like if you really just filled it up with sugar, people will eat any bullshit. I would not be surprised there's sawdust already in a number of products that we eat. Blinky, what's going on, legend? Welcome to the family. Right, Libra. Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? It's we've done the same. We had like a lot of weeds out there, a lot of invasive species, like cacti, but like an invasive cacti, which was running. So we had to hand pull out all this cacti. It was horrendous. It took us forever. Okay, let's do it again. One last one, and then we move on to some other leg exercises. I want more land. Well, you can vicariously experience it when I get back to Australia. How about that? That's a win-win for all. You can experience the land without the work. Yeah. Yep. Delicious. Easy. I need to get back in the gym. Well, Selvi, welcome to the family, the community. You got this. We've got many people. Hey, look, Jay here, mate. Exclamation mark Discord, you can see Jay's progression. He joined us community a little over a year ago, and my man is changed. He's like a different human being. We've had people who have lost kilograms upon kilograms, or people who have gained kilograms upon kilograms. It's crazy. We've got winners everywhere. You're gonna work up. You know what? Reading Raps, if that is your real name, I think it's a weird name for your parents to call you. Fuck you. How about that? Asking such personal questions. Hey, yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I'm gonna work on my calves, absolutely. I try and hit them multiple times a week. Yeah, maybe they don't grow as fast as some people's. Do you also ask people in wheelchairs when are they going to start walking again? I'm just interested. Just kind of curious where your limit is with your offensive comedy. Bondi, mate, it's all right. As long as you're aware and you're improving, you're goody. As long as you're aware. It means that you're already past the first stage, which is denial. A lot of people are in denial. They say, hey, I'm healthy. And then they are out of breath as they walk to the fridge. If you know that you're being a slacker, you're already halfway there. It's now time for the resolution. Cycling is definitely a goodie. It's a slow method for getting carbs, but it does get them there. Let me just finalize this. Let's move on and keep getting juicy. Who wants to get juicy in here? Who wants to get girthy? Be honest, chat. Who wants more girth up in here? I know we got some girth takers. There's gotta be. Taylor, don't judge my NPCs, alright? That's my background NPCs, alright? We love head, we love girth. What else is on the list? One of us. Huh? What nip slip? Like, why do you guys make these lies? There's no nip slips happening in here. It's not what we do. Aliens. We were talking about aliens in Levels stream. Is that what's happening? I like alien talk. Ah. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. We were saying that we hope the aliens would be hot. That's interesting. I've never really thought about that. I just always, when people ever ask, they say, what are your thoughts about aliens? You believe they exist? I say, look, I think what's going to happen is if we ever do discover them, we're going to be very disappointed. People are going to be like, oh my God. And then they'll say, look, through this microscope times 1 million at this tiny little like wriggling worm, and everyone would go, ah, that's not what I wanted. Then again, Libra may be a fan of tiny wriggling worms. Well said. Four, five. Dude, I need an alien gym bro. Bruh. It would be pretty cool. I mean, I must say, people are pretty much dicks these days. Wouldn't you agree? We can all unanimously agree most people are dicks. It'd be pretty cool to bring in a whole new group of people. Imagine if they were like people, but they had the personality of like a dog. Imagine a dog, but in human form. Now that's what I'm talking about. He just doesn't stop. He just fucking keeps it going. This is one set. One fucking set, and he's still on the same leg. God. Pah! I need a golden retriever life coach. Are you kidding me? That's like me. I'm practically a golden retriever life coach. With the alien human dogs. Yeah, I feel like that'd be a tricky one. Like, if they had the capacity to talk, then they could consent. But then, this is the tricky thing, because in theory, you could have an animal on Earth which consents. There's probably an animal which wants to rate, dolphins. They're motherfuckers are horny as me. They will tap anything that moves. I was reincarnated from a dolphin. But it doesn't necessarily still count as, well, it's bestiality. It still doesn't count as consent, even if that bastard is blatantly trying to do it. You have a Kelpie assistant dog? Oh my God. Yogi, I have grown up since I was a wee little fecal matter. I've had Kelpies my whole life, man. From like day one. I've had Kelpies. I've had many Kelpies in my life. Best dogs. Yeah, but the thing is, even if like they wrote it, like if they could communicate, say, yeah, I want to be banged by you, I guess there must be something about law. And believe it or not, this is not something that's really come across my mind before, but thank you, Levelheads community, for bringing in your creepiness. There must be, I guess, a law. You'd have to legally somewhere say, yes, you're allowed to bang these people. Because couldn't you essentially say, if I bent over and allowed a dog to rail me, would that not be you giving consent and the dog kind of giving consent? You didn't do anything, you just bent over, but it would still be considered bestiality. Right? Like, if you did not, you just bent and allowed it to come over, do the deed, it chose to do it, you didn't force it, wouldn't that still be, that would be bestiality, obviously. So there must be something, you would need some kind of law saying, hey, if you want to tap an avatar and get railed by its like 40-inch tail, we're going to need to sign this into law. I love how I'm essentially like a just chatting streamer, but in the gym. How did this happen? I'm like the worst gym bodybuilder ever. I'm like no different from a computer streamer, but I just do it in a fucking gym. Where is your focus, Spoachie? Yeah. Gotta get ready for these aliens. Gotta get ready for these aliens. Some of those Avatar were serious baddies. Let's be real. I almost did an Avatar pretty much. I hung out with a Ukrainian 6'1" model. So she was pretty much like Avatar. She was very tall, slim. No massive tail, but yeah, it didn't work out. Didn't work out. Joe talks a lot too? Which one? Who's Joe? Joe workouts? Joe workouts? Are you kidding me? Joe is like the most focused. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, she stops, but she's like, she is so focused that her chat is like 50 minutes behind. You say hi, and you may die of old age before she responds. Joe Mama. Hey. Okay. I respect that. Yeah, the window. That you're happy, she said, sounds about right. God damn it. The sass on that one. The sass on that one. I actually thought, so you see that she has like a donation goal to get a gym or rent a gym. She has like a $50,000 donation goal. And I was thinking about doing it as well to compete with her. What do you reckon? The problem is that I will get like 200 biddies while she's like already into like $5,000 in. And I would rent the one that she wants. I'm your biggest fan. You're such a sweetheart. I'm pretty sure you... Hold on, let me just confirm this. Follow age. I just want to see who... Just the history of us together. Oh my God, 27 minutes and 36 seconds in already? Oh my God. Believe it or not, the sad part is you probably are. You probably have been the one who's watched me the most now at this point. Most leave by the 30-minute mark, so you're probably about to clock off any second. I accidentally clicked out of stream. Yeah, that's... You know what I had? You know what I had the other day? I've got a guy who keeps on coming in daily. Godsy, are you in here, mate? Who says that he's unable to follow or subscribe to me. And I said, I've never heard of such a horrible way of saying that you don't like me. And he's like, I swear, I cannot click the follow button. I cannot subscribe to you. There's a glitch on Twitch. So how many of you guys going to do that? Huh? What's their username? It's God's... Look at that fellow. So this is the thing. He says he can follow other people, but he can't follow me. But this is the weird thing. So I thought he was just kidding, but then someone said, oh, I'll gift him a sub, but they can't. Oh, but you can't gift non-followers. That's interesting. So he could actually still choose not to follow. I do actually believe him because he's been sticking with it for a long time, and he says he keeps them. Like, I will forget about it, and he'll come on and say, I'm still waiting for Twitch to do it. I'm assuming that he's been doing a lot of cheeky stuff. Like, I feel like he's probably been on the hot tub category. He's been saying a lot of cheeky stuff, and now Twitch has kind of got him in some kind of shadow ban area where he's unable to follow people now. I can't get verified no matter what I do. I hope he's just a good, really good troll. We've had some good ones. We've had some good trolls in my community, don't you worry. We had one of my longest viewers who convinced me that they were a hot Taiwanese girl. I'm living in Taiwan for you guys. We decided to meet up, and it turned out he was like a 6'1" Taiwanese guy. And he stuck with that one for about a year and a half. So I must say, I've had it. I've received the trolling. I thought I was about to find the love of my life. I mean, of course, I'm with the love of life, Chloe. Just the new one, the updated version. Hey, what's up? That was a dedication. That was serious dedication. Big Ben Baller, mate, he still comes in. He was in here yesterday, dude. Big Ben Baller still keeps on coming in. And that guy ain't a troll. You'd swear he's a troll, but he's just got problems. At this point, he's got problems because he's one of my longest viewers. He's easily well into 2.5 years of watching. And he still comes in here and he's like, Spoachie, I know you're 7'1", and you would beat LeBron James in basketball, but remind me again about your Aboriginal descent. And I'm just like, what are you, like, who are you talking to? I don't fucking know. Are you watching me on stream? You have some interesting fans. You're the most interesting. Don't you worry. You're one of the most special. How tall are you? I'm 6'2", mate. I was told I was meeting up with an almost 6-foot streamer in Chicago, and then the turned out to be 5'9". Anyway, I'm moving in with him in a couple of weeks. What? Wait. Your partner and you are both streamers. You met up through Twitch. You both started communicating and then met up, and now you're dating and moving in with each other? Come on. Come on. No. That's just too cute. It makes me want to puke. Get out of here. Okay. Let's all hold a little celebration for the girl. Alrighty. There you are. That's adorable. It's disgustingly wholesome. There's nothing worse than a cute couple. Nothing worse than a cute couple. Yeah. Imagine flirting and hooking up with a Twitch streamer. Oh my god. What's worse than one Twitch streamer? Two in the same house. I could not think of anything worse than dating a Twitch streamer. Like, legit. And there are TikTok people out there. Just remember, TikTok exists. Yet actually, even though, the worst, a Twitch streamer would be actually more just horrible because they're way long. Like TikTok, they're doing this for 30 seconds or whatever it is. Twitch streamers do this for 10 hours, 6 days a week. Oh my god. Shimmy. Do you know Kid? I do not know Kid. I know there are a few streamer couples out there. I do know there are a few streamer couples out there. And I will block them and I will avoid them. And it makes me very depressed because I really like Libra. But it's really making me emotional the thought that I'm going to have to follow suit. I avoid streamers like the plague. Do you know what my fucking DMs in my Discord and Instagram are like? Like, we should hang out. Why? We should go to the gym. Why? You've never been to the gym in your life. Why? We should go hiking. Why? I'm sorry. I'm just that kind of person. I like doing me. Don't hang out with strangers. It is a really funny thing. It is quite funny. When you think about it, let's say this. I'm sure some of you out there are not streamers. I'm sure some of you people have real jobs. Probably some of you are studying to be doctors. Some of you maybe want to be lawyers. Some of you may work behind the counter at McDonald's, so be it. Do you think if your mate said, yo, my sister's best friend's brother also works at McDonald's. We should introduce you guys. Why? Well, because you guys work in the same career, you get along. What? Why? You're a lawyer? Hey, my cousin's auntie's goldfish's brother is a lawyer. Well, you guys should meet up. You guys are both lawyers. You must get along. You'll be best mates. What? Why? I don't get it. I don't understand. Why, like, what is up with content creators assuming that they're all going to be besties? But in saying that, that's adorable. Libra, I must congratulate you. That's adorable. I don't have congratulations for finding your partner on Twitch, but I have this, so eat up your cake, have your alcohol, congratulations. I've met more Twitch streamers than I care to admit. The thing is, I want to make this very clear before someone goes, "No, I'm offended." This is my attitude to life and the things that I want to achieve in life, and it does not necessarily mean you have to do that. Collaboration, fantastic. Collaboration helps a lot of people. I'm not anti it. You may see streamers out there that you really feel like you will be best buddies with. Awesome. I have met up with streamers, by the way. I'm just saying, in general, I'm a person who is just always grinding away and working things, and the thought of arranging my time around another streamer, God, sounds terrible to me. Oh, get off it, Libra. Okay. Did you meet up with the concept, there was the possibility that you guys were going to get the cheeky on? Did you think, well, I'm just a lonely person, he's just a lonely thingy-mabobby, and together we can make babies? Rubsy, I really do want to meet up with. That's no joke. Rubsy, I really like Rubsy. I knew him, I've known him for quite some time, and I think he's a legend. Wait, did you say he's back in Taipei now? Rubsy's back in Taipei? Because he literally went to Taipei when Chloe and I went out, because Chloe had like a break for 5 days, and we went down to like central Taiwan, and then when we came back, he continued out of Taipei. Toonie, how's my boy? He doesn't stream anymore, does he? What the fuck? Toonie. Yeah. Toon would be awesome. Toon would be hilarious. I didn't think we were going to hook up, but I had a crush on him, but generally didn't like heavily flirt for him. It was also cheeky. So, you had a crush. An American Twitch guy. This would be one of these things where I'd say, why? So the last TwitchCon, everyone was like, yo, Spoachie, you gonna go? Again, one of these things where I completely support, if people want to go rock and roll, do whatever the fuck you want in life. I just would always ask, why for me? I couldn't understand the logic. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not a fan of going to like a super busy, crowded space of just an event which I kind of don't have any interest in. Yeah, he's halfway down Taiwan now, man. Unfortunately, he sort of, what was the bizarre thing? I don't actually know why Rubsy, he should have asked me. I don't know why he didn't ask me. I mean, I feel like he did everything back to front. First of all, if I came to Taiwan, I would start down south, because he came when it was cooler with shitter weather, and then was at the northern spot where there's really bad weather at the moment. So he should have started at the bottom where there's better weather and come up north in his 3 months as the weather improves up here, which is starting to improve. But yeah, look, I'll try my best to absolutely overlap with him. I really want to hang out with him. He's a cool dude. Yeah, well, look, maybe I'll head to TwitchCon next year, or this year, whatever. See if I can do some kind of flip into a foam pit and make some quick money. I'm going to dive headfirst in that foam pit. I need cash like you do not believe. Oh. Oh, sorry. That's right. Shit. Damn it, I'm not rich enough to get uncancelled. I'm still too small to defend my cancellation. Oh God, my Legaroonies feel so freaking juicy. You know her. That's cute. Why am I not surprised that you would know porn stars, Andrew? I wouldn't be surprised at all. Why are you being cancelled? Because some people would say I'm making an insensitive joke. And comedy's dead. Selby, it's just you and me, mate. Comedy's dead. Double legs? Some people would say triple, but all right, if you want to be rude to me, sure. Why do you do single leg at a time? Because we will inevitably have a stronger side to our body. You know, we're right-handed, left-handed, and even that doesn't necessarily determine which one may have more strength and stamina. So when you put it together, you'll pretty much inevitably always have one side taking a bit more of the weight and focus. You just have better mind-muscle connection. It's just stronger, it's going to move quicker and stuff. So to try and balance it out to make sure that I'm absolutely hitting 100% of the weight on my left leg, I remove my right leg, and vice versa. When I want to have 100% hit on my right leg, I do the same. So it's just a good way. I don't always do it, but it's a good way to make sure that you're distributing the weight evenly on both legs, to opposed to if you're doing it simultaneously, one's going to always have a little bit more. What are your PRs? Believe it or not, I have not gone for PRs in about 2.5 years. A long time. I just don't train for PRs. It's not really a thing I focus on. I don't lift crazy heavy weights. I don't strive to. In fact, I'm very happy the fact that I lift lighter weights. It helps me be healthier, helps me prolong my career, and I just, if you're interested, like I'm much more of a standard kind of bodybuilder in the sense that we're training for aesthetics, to opposed to a power lifter, which is very often where those people say, what are your lifts? What are your lifts? It's a very much more common way of training is when you're focusing on weights more than the style that I'm doing. Kind of funny that she never heard herself on set doing those crazy sex positions. Jesus. And I thought I was bad. Well, mate, practice makes perfect, you know? You should never force someone to, you know, push their legs behind their neck. You kind of need to progressively get them there. You know, when I first started doing my glute spreads, it wasn't easy. But over time, you would not believe how far I have come. He's the Steven Spielberg of porn. That's me. Are you an MMA fan? Not really. It's not that I don't, like, I'm not against it or anything. I just never really watched it. I just never really watched it, to be honest. Sorry, groupies. Groupies are everywhere. I like that emote, Libra. No, not necessarily fairy. I feel like... Is he a strongman by any chance or not? Absolutely, Anita. Thank you. You're asking the real questions. Can you lick your own? No, I cannot read and raps. I cannot. Have you ever licked anyone else's read and raps? Do you ever wrestle other dudes? No. Sus. Stop it, Morris. Wake up. Yep, I like pretty boys. They're clean down there. They wax? Would you reject if they had not waxed? Actually, that's what I'm curious about. If they have not waxed, would you reject? What happens if they've used the bidet and wiped well? Would you still do it with no waxing? And he does have a big nose too. Thank you. Thank you, Cersei. Appreciate you, mate. What? Oh, okay. Use your lawnmower. Yeah. Okay. Just interesting. I was just intrigued. Excuse my curiosity. We are a fitness and health and wellness stream here, by the way. Go to my account. It says wellness streamer. Oh, I don't know what the hell I call myself. So it's hardly surprising if I want to know about Andrew's butt fetish. It's all to do with wellness. Focus. That's why I'm the fucking biggest, baby. That's why he's a Natty Gaines. We don't need them fucking stimulants, baby. We just gotta grind fucking harder. Let's go. I ain't done. I ain't freaking done. Focus. We're still on set one, baby. This is one single set right here. This is referred to as a drop set, so pretty much I start at a heavy weight and I just keep on dropping, just cooking, hurting. But the thing is, I'm kinky like that. I like the pain. I fucking love the pain. Bah! Once you train yourself to enjoy that pain, you're invincible, baby. One leg. Sloppy. Who are you calling sloppy, mate? I would never train legs. That's all right, mate. That's the sound of testosterone at work. You better believe it. Yeah. Whoops, did I just zoom in too much? Are we good? I can't honestly see what you guys see. But... 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. So you like it traveling? Yeah, kind of. I mean, give me 1 second. It's kind of hard to grind and chat. Forgive me. We've streamed all in many different parts of Australia. We've streamed all across Taiwan. But we focus a lot on like kind of adventure wellness streaming. So I usually, if I'm doing outdoor streams, it's less like social drinking and it's more like hiking in mountains, rock climbing. We've done like crazy ass different streams, right from rock climbing, motocross riding, dune buggies, hiking in the deserts, hiking in the jungles, river tracing up rivers. It's kind of a different style. Dive. 6, 7. One more. Is this the last one? Fuck off. Ouchie. Yeah, well, I was topless in a river earlier today on this stream. You missed it already.